Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is November 20th, 2015, and today's Friday morning. So currently we've got two numbers coming out in the economic calendar, one coming out at 10 a.m. South African time. That's a Euro number. Basically, ECB President Draghi will be speaking, so that should affect and rattle the markets this morning. And then subsequently at 3:30 South African time, we have a CAD number coming out. It's a GDP number coming out later today. So, core retail sales coming later today, and that should affect the markets. We'll see. We look at the CAD in general, see how it's trading versus the dollar over the last sessions. Looking at the market, so the Euro USD been a little bit quiet this week, rallying about 40 to 50 pips after taking this dive, and we're just about where we started at the beginning of the week. We're back at 107.20, and that's, we're really flirting with the bottom of the range. We're testing it. As you can see, we've tested it a couple of times before. The question is this breach on 106.38, 106.83, is this breach going to show us that it's still weak, or is it going to have a turnaround? It's still very hard to say. I mean, at this stage, it looks like an inverted hammer here, which is more of a bit bullish move, but we'll see how that comes to play. Okay, on a weekly chart, it looks like a hammer, which is really bullish because it sold excessively and then it kind of tapered out. So it's going to be hard to say. It really is going to be hard to say. I would glue myself to what's going on with Draghi this morning and see how he's going to be affecting the market. It's going to be choppy today with the Euro USD, so just be informed and be aware of it. Aussie USD on a rip. Okay, it's trading at 72 on the top of its range here, really taking out higher. We're at resistance level right here. Let's see if we can sustain this momentum and continue buying. If not, this might be a good area to actually sell it, to short it in anticipation it may come back down. But as you can see, we've had this nice rally this past couple of weeks, so it's showing some momentum on the upside. Looking at the Dow Jones really unched yesterday, -4, which is almost like a nothing day. As you can see, we're flatlining here, and these big bars, I would expect them, but they're not coming through. So we may see a turnaround next week right before Thanksgiving, which is the last week of November, of when we traditionally rally into the end of the year. Now, obviously, these things are not set in stone, but it's good to know that that's historically what happens in the markets. Looking at oil, dead in its track. We're at $40.54. We dipped below $40 this week, but we came above it. As you can see here, we dipped below $40, but it's still very weak. The commodities market is still very weak and breaking lower. Looking at gold, gold rallied a little bit to 1084. Let's look at the chart, and the question is it's hard, and this is really hard trading because you think it's going to go further down, and it doesn't finally break down. So there's some resistance for it to break this $1,000 an ounce, but ultimately I still think it's very weak. I don't see a turnaround for it to come back to the 1800 anytime soon, and it's something that you can chip away if you're able to pick it up. Looking at the ZAR got much stronger versus the dollar. Dollar got much weaker. We retraced this week from 1441 down to 14. That's a big retracement for the ZAR, and we're hitting a little bit of a support level here. This was a previous resistance, so 1399, 14. Let's see how that pans out. If it does sustain it, I think we're going to break it, maybe a little bit further to 1380. But this is a healthy view for the Rand, meaning the sell-off is a healthy view for the Rand. Now the question is then we had a sell-off before and then we broke that sell-off. So I don't want to say that we're going back to 8. Okay, I don't think that that's the case, but we may find ourselves trading in a range now where this is finally stopped its upward trend and devaluating the rand. So that's a very big sign for the rand. Looking at the USD CAD with the number coming out this afternoon, trading close to our highs here at 132. We've broken almost every resistance level going up, as you can see, on several times. We're in the upper range. Let's see if the numbers come out positively for the CAD, and maybe we'll see a retracement down to 131, and we could short the dollar and buy the CAD. So I would be suspicious that it would break down here, just because we're in multiple resistance level here on several occasions. So play it safe. Obviously, always have a exit strategy, whether you're making money or losing money, but always make sure that you're in the game. This is Fred Razak at CM Trading. I want to wish you guys a great trading day and a beautiful weekend. Thank you.